Ever noticed how at certain times, the energy of the people around you seems to just sneak in, invading your space, messing with your emotions, and even your mood? It's like there's this invisible force shaping your reality from the outside in. And oddly enough, most of the time, we don't even realize it's happening. You start feeling this unintentional invasion, like your very essence is slipping away, and it's especially tough for those of us who are a bit more sensitive. Here's the thing. We often don't notice how we're constantly adjusting our energy to match what's happening around us. It's like we're tuning ourselves to the vibe of the room, without fully grasping how much it messes with our confidence, sense of security, or even our overall well-being. It's like being on autopilot without realizing it. But imagine if there was a way to flip the script. What if you could set up a shield around your energy, a space where you're the one calling the shots, defining your own reality, without letting the outside world mess with you? Energetic protection. Yeah, I know it might sound like one of those woo-woo concepts, but stick with me, because when you really get it, it can change everything. It's not about building a wall between you and the world, though. It's about learning how to stand strong in your own power, unaffected by the endless buzz of external energies. Today, we're diving into a simple but powerful technique that can help you reclaim control over your energy, so you can feel grounded and centered, no matter what's going on around you. Think of it as a way to stop being a sponge for other people's vibes. Picture this. You're in a room full of people, but instead of feeling your own energy, you start absorbing everyone else's. You feel their emotions, their fears, their stress. It creeps in slowly, almost unnoticed at first. What starts as a slight unease begins to grow, like a little knot in your stomach. Before you know it, your confidence slips away, and you're no longer sure of who you are. Your presence fades, and you're left feeling like you're not even connected to yourself anymore. It's like you can't tell where their energy ends and yours begins. This is something that happens to a lot of people, especially those who are more sensitive to the energies around them. Without a solid base to protect you, the impact of your environment can be suffocating. External energy starts to seep in, pulling you off course. When you don't have a safe center within yourself, you're wide open to whatever's floating around you, whether it's stress, negativity, or someone else's mood. Without even realizing it, you start to blend into what's out there, instead of staying rooted in your own inner power. But what if there was a way to change all of this? What if you could keep your own energy intact, no matter what life throws at you? That's what we're about to uncover. You know, constantly soaking up the energy of those around you can really take a toll on your confidence. Imagine this. Throughout your life, you've been tweaking and adjusting yourself to please others or avoid drama, leaning on outside vibes to feel validated, accepted, or just enough. Over time, though, this turns your energy into a puddle, scattered and diluted. It's like your own essence gets spread thin, no longer focused on you, but absorbed by everyone else's moods, expectations, and tension. You start to fade into a version of yourself that's more about fitting in than standing firm in who you really are. Now, this might not be something you can pick up with your regular senses, but if you stop and listen to yourself, you can feel it. That weak presence, that sense that your energy is just leaking away. What happens is that if you're not anchored within yourself, you become like a sponge, soaking up whatever's floating around in the air. Before you know it, you're not even sure who you are anymore, just a blend of the vibes of everyone else. Security, balance, clarity, they slip away like water through your fingers. And what used to feel like simple connections with people suddenly turns into an exhausting tug-of-war to keep your energy from being drained. This is the cycle a lot of folks get stuck in, right? Chasing stability, trying to fix their energy, but always being pulled in different directions by the currents of external energy. The real issue here, though, isn't just about the environment around you. It's about the fact that inside, you don't have a solid structure, a foundation that lets you protect your energy and keep it focused, no matter what chaos is swirling around you. You don't have to be an open door for other people's energy to walk right in. The key is learning to build a healthy defense, a boundary that lets you interact with the world without losing your own self in the process. So, how do you protect your personal energy? How do you stop these invaders from crashing your space? The answer lies in something simple but powerful: energetic defense. Think of it like having an inner shield, one that keeps your energy contained and safe. It's not about hiding away from the world or shutting people out. It's about setting clear, strong boundaries within yourself, boundaries that you control. When you have this energetic defense, you're like a captain in your own ship, steady and calm, no matter how rough the seas outside get. Imagine being right in the middle of a storm, with the wind howling and the rain beating down. But you're perfectly calm inside your safe little shelter. The world around you is chaos, but you remain unaffected, focused, strong. That's what having strong energetic defense feels like. The energy of others might try to creep in, but you're like a rock in the middle of it all. You don't get swept away. You stay grounded. Without this kind of defense, though, you start to be guided by everyone else's energy. Your life begins to bend and twist with every new emotion, expectation, or vibe that comes your way. But when you create your energetic defense, your life starts to feel more authentic. You don't need to constantly change yourself to fit in or react to what others throw at you. Instead, you get to choose how to connect, and you do it without losing yourself in the process. Energetic defense isn't just about keeping negative energy out. It's about allowing you to live fully, be present, and show up as your true self. No more fear, no more insecurity. When you learn to protect your energy, you build a safe inner space where you can grow, thrive, and stay rooted, no matter what's going on around you. It's like planting yourself firmly in the soil of your own identity, where you can bloom without worrying about the wind. All right. Now that we've wrapped our heads around how external energy can mess with our vibe, the big question is, how do we protect ourselves from all that noise? The answer? The energy shield technique. It's not just some fluff. It's a simple yet powerful tool that can totally change the way you deal with everything happening around you. Instead of being tossed around by every little shift in the energy around you, you start taking the reins, creating an invisible barrier that's stronger than a brick wall, one you can't even see, but that works wonders. Here's how it works. In a nutshell, picture yourself surrounded by a protective bubble, like an invisible shield that keeps out everything except the good stuff. This isn't just about blocking negative energy. It's about drawing a clear line in the sand. This is you, and that over there, well, that's other people's energy. And guess what? You're no longer letting their emotions, moods, or tensions mess with your inner peace. You've got your own little fortress of calm now, and it's holding strong. Now, what this energy shield technique does is set up what I like to call a reality frame. It's kind of like putting up a safety fence around your personal space, so no matter what chaos is swirling around you, you're safe inside your own bubble. Instead of letting everything happening outside dictate how you feel, you take control. You're not a leaf in the wind anymore. You're rooted in your own center, living life on your terms. And here's the kicker. Over time, this practice helps you tune in and notice the difference between your energy and everyone else's. And that awareness, it's a game changer. You stop getting sucked into other people's emotional whirlpools. You begin to walk through life feeling more grounded, more secure, and more you than ever before. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of how to actually do this. The technique works in 5 easy steps. Step 1. Get present. Before you dive into anything, you need to get in the zone. Find a quiet spot, free from distractions, where you can really focus. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just feel your body. Pay attention to how your feet feel on the ground, the weight of your body, and let yourself relax. This is your time to clear out the noise in your head and really center your energy. Step 2. Visualization. Now, with your eyes closed, start to imagine a glowing sphere of light surrounding your body. Think of this as a ball of energy that's totally in sync with you. Maybe it's golden, white, or any color that just feels right for you. Let this sphere expand around you, growing bigger until it's the perfect size to protect you. This isn't just a pretty light. It's a force field. It's like a magnetic shield that repels anything negative, keeping only what's aligned with your highest good. Feel how strong this energy is, knowing that nothing from the outside can get through without your say-so. Step 3. Focus on your energetic space. Now, turn your attention inward. Feel the space around you inside your energetic shield. This is your sacred space, the part of you that's totally you, and not influenced by anyone or anything else. Get comfortable in that space and feel its power. You're in charge here. This is where you can connect with yourself without worrying about other people's energy dragging you down. And just like that, you're already on your way to protecting your energy, staying grounded and feeling more you than ever before. Keep practicing, and watch how you start feeling stronger, more resilient, and free from external influences. It's like you're building an emotional force field that no storm can shake. All right, now that you've got your energetic sphere up and running, here comes the fun part, keeping that boundary strong so nothing and no one can mess with your vibe. Picture this. Inside your sphere, you're the boss. You're in full control, and nothing can cross that line without you giving the green light. So, whenever you're in a social setting or stuck in a high-energy environment, remember, other people's energy is theirs, and it doesn't have to affect you. It can float around, sure, but it won't crash your party. You stay solid, untouched, in your own space, like a calm lake in the middle of a storm. Next up, let's talk about breathing. Yep, you heard that right. The trick here is to pair your visualization with your breath. Every time you inhale, think of it as you flexing your energy shield, making it thicker, stronger. When you exhale, let go of anything that's not yours, any tension, any stray energy that doesn't belong in your space. Imagine each breath as a swap. You breathe in strength and protection, and breathe out any negativity or unwanted energy. You're building this force field with every breath, making sure you're not weighed down by anyone else's junk. Now, for the real magic, making this technique part of your daily routine. You don't need to do this for hours. In fact, you can just take a minute here and there, whenever you feel that energy shifting around you. Whether it's before a stressful meeting, walking through a crowded place, or even just in the middle of your workday, you can take a quick second to check in and visualize your shield. Imagine a mini version of it, just enough to keep you feeling safe and grounded. And when you're interacting with others, especially those who might have a tendency to mess with your energy, keep that shield up. If you start feeling drained or affected, just strengthen it with a deep breath and a little focus. Boom. Instant protection. Over time, this practice will feel second nature, like you don't even have to think about it anymore. You'll find that your confidence starts to rise. It's like you're standing taller, knowing that no matter what chaos is swirling around you, your energy is yours, and you control it. Your presence will be more grounded, centered, and most importantly, protected. You'll walk through your days with a constant, subtle sense of safety, no matter the storm outside. And here's the kicker. It's not just about staying protected from energy, it's about how it shifts you on the inside. One of the first things you'll notice is your confidence skyrocketing. Just by reinforcing your energy and setting that boundary, you'll feel a sense of control that might have been missing before. The places where you once felt vulnerable, where you let other people's energy mess with your head, well, that starts to change. Now, you know you're safe in your own space, and that calm confidence oozes out in everything you do. Your decisions are clearer, your body language stronger, and your interactions feel more real. What's even more surprising is how this practice shifts your relationships. When your energy is balanced and protected, it changes how you show up in your connections. No more reactive, needy exchanges where you're just absorbing whatever. emotional storm comes your way. Instead, you'll notice your relationships becoming more genuine, more grounded. It's not about shutting people out or becoming distant. It's about being able to connect without losing yourself in someone else's emotional mess. You're able to maintain your own sense of self while still showing up for others. How cool is that? As you go along, you'll find yourself connecting with others in a way that feels real. No more pretending. No more bending over backward to please people. Over time, your interactions will get deeper, more genuine, and the emotional tension that used to weigh you down won't have the same grip on you. People around you will pick up on this shift. They'll notice the change in your energy. And as you do this, you'll naturally draw in people who vibe with your frequency, creating stronger, more harmonious connections. But wait, there's more. The energy shield technique doesn't just keep the chaos outside, it helps you build a more solid foundation for your personal world. Imagine this. As you get more centered and protected in your own energy, you stop relying on outside stuff to tell you how you feel. No longer will you let the world's ups and downs dictate your mood or your mind. Your internal reality starts to feel like a rock, and everyday situations just don't have the same power to throw you off balance. You'll handle life with more clarity, more peace. It's like you found an anchor, and the storms around you don't bother you anymore. And here's the best part. This practice doesn't just help you handle the world, it changes how you see it. You start living more in the moment, grounded in the now, instead of being swept away by the emotional roller coaster everyone else is on. The world around you still spins, but you stay steady. It's like standing on solid ground while everyone else is scrambling to keep their footing. Now don't get me wrong, the energy shield doesn't build a wall that makes you cold or distant. It's not about shutting people out. It's about freeing yourself from the need to fit into someone else's mold. You'll be able to speak your truth and express yourself in a way that's real. No more pretending to be what others want you to be. When your energy is safe and protected, you'll feel no need to seek approval or validation from the outside world. You'll make decisions from a place of true authenticity, not based on what others expect from you. You'll live lighter, with more freedom, because you're not carrying the weight of others' demands. As you keep practicing the energy shield technique, you'll find that it becomes easier to stay true to who you are, even when the outside world is pressuring you to be something else. You won't be indifferent or disconnected from people, but you'll speak with more confidence, more clarity, and more honesty. The best part? Others' judgments won't faze you as much. You'll finally be able to show up as your real self. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If this video spoke to you, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Share this video with anyone who could use this energy boost, and don't forget to leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, reflections, and experiences. Thanks again for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon.